Now, when you say she's had 3 DUIs before she was 21, the drinking age in your state is 21.
Correct.
So when did she start drinking?
I'm not sure when she started drinking, but her first DUI was right after high school graduation.
Okay, and you know, the statistics are your chances of getting a DUI are about 1 in 5,000. So if she's had 3, she's drinking a lot. And there have been times that she's been found, stopped, caught drinking where they didn't write her up, correct?
Correct.
So those are just the 3 times they did write her up.
Right.
So she's been drinking heavily way before she was even of age to be drinking. What did you do the first time you found her drinking? How old was she?
She was in high school, so probably a senior in high school.
What did you do?
Well, I was angry with her. When she came home, then she had been drinking, but she wasn't really drunk. I could just tell that she'd been drinking. So, of course, I became angry and scolded her, but I don't recall punishing her for it. I just don't recall.
So nothing really, there was no consequence?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
You said you didn't realize the severity of her drinking problem until her 3rd DUI?
Right.
Tell me how that works. She's underage, she has 1 DUI, she has another DUI, and you don't realize the severity of it until she gets her 3rd one? Was she giving you excuses? How was she throwing this by you?
Well, I thought she was just a kid, partying and having bad luck. But once I started witnessing her drinking, I thought that her body didn't metabolize the alcohol because she just seemed to go from sober to really drunk instantly.
In retrospect, have you been asleep at the switch here?
Yes.
In retrospect, have you been enabling her?
By not punishing her or
by
having
anything?
Consequences?
Because I noticed on your tape the thing you said, well, she got a DUI and of course I had to bail her out. Like, isn't that what parents do? They go get their children out of trouble. And that just really hit my ear funny when you said, and of course I went and bailed her out.
Well, only the first 3 times. After that, I didn't bail her out anymore. Well, I didn't leave her in jail. I mean, she had to suffer consequences. She had to go to jail for 30 days. Well, she was sentenced to jail for 30 days.
You said, well, she was bullied, so maybe that's why she did it. Maybe her body doesn't metabolize it. I thought she was just a teenager having fun. She went to jail, so I bailed her out.
Right.
It's like excuse, cover,
right.
Clean up,
right.
Fix up, and now she's drinking 7-8 weeks at a time on binges into a stupor. The fact that you think it's actually eroding her liver at this point, correct?
Right, correct.
And I mean, let's look at the behaviors that are happening according to you. 3 DUIs since between 18 and 21. She's crashed into a parked car, clearly could have been seriously injured. She's come home and howled like a wolf because you locked her out. She sees and talks to ghosts and says they want her to help them. You said she's even named the ghost. She went after you with a knife. Now, this had to do with taking the dog out.
Correct.
So pretty radical behavior. She's kicked in your door.
Correct.
Passed out in the middle of the road, tried to jump out of a car on the expressway because she didn't like what was being said. She stole alcohol from the supermarket, just shoplifted it.
Right.
Passed out in a mall parking lot, passed out on the doorstep of her apartment. Couldn't even get up. So at this point, she is impaired, right?
Right.
You think it's easier to draw the line in the sand now or when you found her drinking at 15, 16, or 17? Clearly it would have been easier then, right?
Right. Clearly, Dr. Phil, 20/20 hindsight, and I should have done something when the first DUI.